Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today I will be showing you how I set up my bullet journal for horse riding for 2023. I am very privileged to be able to ride horses and work with them, which I've been doing for the last 4 years, so I just want to keep track of what I'm actually doing with my horse riding and that. So first up is my 2023 cover page, which is just a very simple, sketchily done 2023, and I decorated the page with sketchy looking hay bales to try and make it feel a little bit horsey. Next I moved on to make my quote page. At first I was going to start with the one with the sunset, then decided that these two horses with a mountain background suited it a lot better. These are just out of an old calendar that I just decided to cut up. And then I moved on to my quote for this year, which is, "To ride a horse is to fly without wings." I thought it was a really good one because it does feel like you're flying when you're actually riding a horse. And here I am just sticking it down. Next, moving on to my future log for the year. So this year I went with a Dutch door type spread. So I've decided that do the 12 months in one journal, because after counting the pages and dividing up what I'm actually going to use for being just my horse riding, it will all fit in one journal quite nicely. And here I am using the miniature photos cut out from the back of that same calendar that I'd cut up earlier. So calendars do come in handy if you hang on to them, like anything else. Just adding a few stickers and cutting out my title label for the page, which is just done in a very soft grey marker. All my line work was done in a grey marker for this one, so it's not as harsh as the black. I think it adds a nice touch. And next, moving on to stickers. I love stickers. It was very hard to find horse themed stickers though for me, because I like more realistic type. So yeah, the horseshoes I used to decorate the corners of each one. And then I decided these little Arabian type white horses were to go down the bottom as well. Just add a little bit more bling to the journal. So yeah. And this will get filled up really quickly because the racing season for Carnarvon will be opening up in the next few months. And I tend to try and be a bit more proactive these days than I was. I want to really get a lot better with my riding as well. So here I am setting up my activities tracker. So basically this is just for the one horse, really. The one I ride the most, which is an old little Arabian Welsh pony, 14 two-hand pony. She's so cute. She's 22, but she's so spunky in that you'd think she was half her age with the way she behaves. She gets out there and she thinks of a way to get you off. She'll get you off if you're not watching. But no, she's such a lovely pony to ride. So yeah, this is just to keep track of activities I'm going to be doing with her. So like going to the beach, lunging, riding, days off, jumping and barrels. I do really want to learn to jump and do barrels. And next, I've just set up my little titles for each page. So I've got my activities title and I've got my goals I want to focus on for this year. And now to just decorate with some more of those stickers I've got, which I've had for the last year and a half and never used them. So yeah, so cool just being able to stick them all in and not have to do the little drawings yourself, because they're quite hard to draw. And there we go. Next, moving on, we are starting my monthly setup for January. So this is just going to be very simple type. So I've got my little cover going on there, which is that horse from before. Such a lovely photograph that. And now I'm figuring out how to write January so that it will fit nicely on the page. So I actually measured for this one too, instead of just trying to write it and then just rewrite it 6 or 7 times because I didn't write it properly the first time. And that. And there I am just cutting it out. Now if you notice a bit of a marks on my hand, I've been having to wrap that hand because I've got to cut between the thumb and first finger and the soft skin there. So yeah, that's what the dirty mark is on my hand. I haven't been able to get the bandage sticky stuff off. And next, moving on to my calendar for the month. I like to have it so it's all viewed in one section, easy to look at. Just write down a quick what's happening on that day, if there's anything specific that's happening, like maybe there's a race, or I'm lunging a horse, or maybe you're having a day off, just anything. Or maybe a horse has hurt itself, so you can keep track of how long it took to recover, because horses will hurt themselves on anything, literally. The smallest thing and they'll hurt themselves. And here I am just colouring in where the weekends are on my calendar. I like to have my week start with a Sunday, so I'm very traditional there. And then just number all the boxes 1 through 31. And to decorate. With magazine cutouts from an old magazine I had. And more of those stickers as well. And I have a tendency to like having stickers that face opposite ways of each other, same sticker that faces two ways, so I can have them, just makes the page look that much more nicer. And next, moving on to my cost and goals for this month. So cost is just in case I buy anything for the horses. Now, I don't actually own them, but sometimes I buy treats for the ponies, so like carrots or licorice, sometimes sugar cubes, which is not really the best, but Till eats anything, literally. And my monthly goals for this month. And then this other side was looking a bit bleak, so another one of those magazine cutouts. And deciding whether the other one would be better, but this one here I liked a lot more. It's a lovely grey horse jumping. And then to just decorate with a few stickers, like these carrots and apple stickers that were on the sticker sheets as well. And one down the bottom. Why not? More stickers the merrier. You can never have too many stickers. So next I am moving on to setting up the first week of this month, which is the 1st through to the 7th. And I'll just set up each week as I need it, as I go throughout the month and all that sort of thing. So I won't bore you with setting up the same thing over and over. So I drew up 8 boxes, so it will be Sunday through Saturday, and the last box will be for a reflection on that week sort of thing. So I can write down what felt good, what felt bad, etc., etc. And now I'm just gluing in the headers for each day, which I did by painting white paint on black card, because I couldn't find my white paint pen, which is around somewhere in a box. I'll find it eventually. And yeah, I've also added some sticker decorations to the page as well, because like I say, can never have too many stickers, and it just makes it look so cute and adorable, yet simple at the same time without being too much. Or to me, it doesn't feel like it's too much, whereas other things you try to do and they end up being in your face. But no, this is just nice, subtle touches to personalise it. So yeah, and that is my first setup. So now for flip through. So here we are, back at the beginning again. And first up, we have my name on the front page, and then flipping over past the first few bits is the cover page that I did, and I did put a sticker on the other side. I might add some more decorations later on throughout the year, we'll see. And then onto my quote page, which says, "To ride a horse is to fly without wings." So there it is, trying to show it without the light reflecting too much off the magazine for you guys. Then moving on, it still tries to stick together a little bit, but she'll be right. Is my future log. So we got January, February, March, April, and then I skipped May through August. Yeah. So yeah, and this is, there it goes through September, October, November, December, all that sort of thing. And skipping over, we have my activities log, my goals, and flipping into January, which is so beautifully decorated. I like how I've done the setup. So here we go. We've got the calendar set up, and next we got my costs, goals. Very simple, but looks amazing. And there is my weekly setup for this week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.